worship of God must lead to love of neighbour. These two are distinguished, but they are inseparable. If you want to find joy in life, it is to worship God and to love your neighbour. And you will have a rich life, not necessary, of course, a life of riches. We need to make a distinction. That is why be careful of those who preach the prosperity gospel, taking a few texts from Scripture to justify that those who obey the laws of God will be rewarded with wealth and the material things of this world. If that were so, then Jesus and the apostles would be the richest people on this earth. And they were living in simplicity, in poverty. In fact, it is impossible to be truly rich in many things, in wealth, if you are truly a Christian. Do you know why? Because all that you have, they are blessed by God. And you are called to be a steward of God's gift. They do not belong to you. They are meant for you to distribute to those who are in greater need. Why is this love of God and the love of neighbor? They are intrinsically related. It is based on the fact that we worship one God. Monotheism. In other words, God is one, God is unity. And because God is one, it provides direction for the world and for us all. Why is it so important for us that we must affirm the first principle of life is that we worship one God? Because if you subscribe to polytheism, there are many gods. And some of the pagan deities, some of them are fighting with each other. And as a result, we have to appease them. We have to offer them sacrifices. And we do it out of fear, not out of love. When we are ruled by many gods, you cannot find unity in this life, unity in the world. That is why the Christian affirmation is that God is one. And because God is one, it provides the basis for unity in our life, unity among humanity. And it is for this reason, because our faith is in the one God, but it's not just in the one God. We believe that this God is a God capable of love. We are not called just to submit to God, to love. Love is the animating principle of life in our relationship with God. Take note, it is love first, because the heart knows what reason does not know. We fall in love not with our head, we fall in love with our heart. We give our life to someone because we love the person, not because logically we calculated this person is worthy of my love. Love has no reason. Love is being open, receptive to the other person. We choose actually to love. We are drawn to love. Of course, it does not mean to say the mind is not important. Even in a relationship with God, we need to use the mind. We need to try to understand. But at the end of the day, in the final analysis, it is love. You don't have to be a theologian to love God. In fact, some theologians don't love God at all. They only think about God. They talk a lot about Him, but they don't love Him. It's the common, ordinary people. Those who are even uneducated, they love God. And so, my dear brothers and sisters, what are the implications of our faith in this one God? It means to say, first and foremost, humanity is one. There is only one God, one Creator, one Father of us all. Whether you know Him or you don't know Him, He is the Father. He loves us all, saints and sinners alike. And therefore, humanity is one. No exclusivity. A true religion is always inclusive of everyone, even those without faith, even those who do not know that God is their Father. That is why we continue to reach out to them. The other implication is this. It means to say, who is my neighbor? Anyone who is in need of help. That's why for us, it means to say, therefore, Jesus is identified with every man, every woman, regardless of race, language, religion. And as Christians, we are called to love all, even our enemies, as the Lord said. That is the greatest challenge. If we truly believe in one God, then we will love our brothers and sisters. Some of us, we emphasize so much on worship, but the worship does not translate into love and charity. Those kind of worship will not lead you to heaven. Worship is a means to an end to love God so that we have the capacity to love our neighbors. You can be worshiping God, praising Him day and night. But if you don't love your brothers and sisters, that is a false religion. The only way we know we love God, as St. John would tell us so often, is when we love our neighbors. That is the measure of your love for God, charity. If you love your neighbor, willing to sacrifice your life for them, then you truly love God. You might not even feel Him, but I know you love God. Jesus showed us the way. He's the ideal high priest. He sacrificed Himself out of love for us, obedience to the Father, because He loves His Father and He loves us. And we too must follow Him. But as I have said, we are called to love God, not because we are capable, but we must ask God to show us His love. So let us love one another to find fullness of life.